up, YouTube? The new documentary aired. I liked the way it was edited, and I appreciated the crew coming out to film. However, there are a couple of things I'd like to politely critique. Being called dumb. I'm a lot smarter than people give me credit for. And then treating me and filming me as though I'm some arrogant, self-absorbed prick who gets bullied all the time.
On the ride, Josh also started talking about Dylan Mulvaney, which was the first of about 40 times he would utter that name in one evening.
I mean, I do deal with the bullying, but I didn't threaten anyone, like they said in the video.
Fuck Cyrax, he's a fucking piece of shit. I kick his ass without having any boxing training, dude.
You don't want to...
Scrawny ass
The bar scene where I sang karaoke was awesome. You heard a chick say, "That goth pipe smoker smells good." I was not too drunk when I left the bar. I sneezed and my hat fell off. But the way the camera is angled, it is what it is. They filmed my TV stand being dusty, and they're like, "Oh God, it's so gross." But as you can clearly see, it's been dusted. It said, "Fuck the trolls in the dust," because I was being funny. I thought that bit would be hilarious for the documentary. My trolls need fucking help, I will say that. They also seem to think in the new documentary that making videos has become a chore. I disagree. Making videos is never going to be a chore. It's just coming up with creative ideas and recipes.
There was a bell tower down the street going off, and there were crows and ravens flying over my head.
You ask me a question, you film me answering the question. That's what the documentary is. It's like the interview. And then, right at the interview, you fucking had this... Before that interview, you had this grossed out look on your face like...
When Josh is confronted with too much, he doesn't really just start to get angry, he just kind of shuts down. He doesn't really get pissed, he just fully stops responding. This is kind of the point that we got to with him.
He would just continue on his own loop.
My YouTube trolls need to get a life more than I need to get laid. Your obsession with me is fucking sad. Sorry about that.
Instead of being like, "Oh hey, cool Cobra, what are your thoughts on this?" If it's a documentary about me, I don't see how I wasn't trying to overtake the conversation with that. The gross look on his face. Then he had the nerve to say that he dislikes snakes and reptiles and shit. And then the question I should have asked him is, then why the fuck did you film it? You didn't have to give me anything, dude. I would not have been grumpy if you didn't show up with booze. Like, I haven't had alcohol in a couple days, and quite frankly, I don't need it. I'll drink it when I feel like it. It doesn't mean I have to have it all the time, because that's bullshit. People think I'm stupid, it just works out better for me, so I don't care at this point. I'm so used to being called retarded and shit. In hindsight, I wish I would have dusted the TV stand off before filming, but that was kind of funnier with the documentary, especially when it said "fuck the trolls." Because I can enjoy my Halloween without having to give a shit about what my trolls do. But the thought about Cobra in a Halloween costume having a drink at a bar on Halloween just triggers my trolls. They're so jealous of me. Their hatred of me fuels their life. You spend all day texting me like, "Oh, you're going to have some weird effect on me?" Ooh. Bro, people like watching my videos. And you can argue with me on it, but then why the fuck would you go out of your way to film a documentary? As they did say in the documentary, I did not stink. My apartment wasn't disgustingly filthy. I did, however, take a little bit of time getting ready for the bar. And they looked so bored waiting. And it's like, well, you want me to look presentable on camera?
On the way to Josh's apartment, I told him that we were on our way, and he said he still hadn't showered yet. We sat outside his apartment and waited, and waited, and waited. After about an hour of waiting in the car, he texted us and said that his nails were drying, so it would be a little bit. I think we waited outside for almost 2 hours before Josh wandered into the parking lot from his apartment.
You know, I try to clean up a bit, minus the TV stand, which, oh wait, I did wipe that down within the 3 days they were here filming. I haven't lost the spark to make videos. I'm still making them. Nobody stopped me at the fucking door when I went into Albertsons at one time, so I assumed the ban got lifted. And then, like, you know, the asshole who saw me go in there, I was not drunk when I was in Albertsons. I wasn't. It's just misinformation. It's part of being a YouTube celebrity and part of the persona and physique, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. The people they allegedly talk to say I'm a nuisance to the community. Piss off.
One Casper resident said, and I quote, "Josh is a huge nuisance to the Casper community."
Kiss my Asperger's. You don't ask to be harassed. I sure as hell don't. But for the foreseeable future, if I do go to a bar or any bar and drink, I don't get blackout drunk, and I don't mention the bar where I'm at if I film, just so the bar doesn't get harassed. And I thought the people who filmed the documentary were fans, but the dude's calling me dumb.
Even though he's dumb.
Then at the same time, he's like, "Oh yeah, Josh is a good dude, you know, this and that." I'm just like, okay, whatever. It kind of felt like the writer was kind of dogging on me a little bit.
By the time we finished cooking, which lasted around 5 to 6 hours, we definitely didn't have time to do the interview. Pouring alcohol straight onto his floor and generally slurring around.
I like the way that turned out based off the reaction that it's getting. I'm like, that's what I was going for. Otherworldly and just like next level. One of my taste buds. Like, oh.
Like he could have like made the documentary where it wasn't like dogging on me or anything. I'm just like, well, if you had a problem with me, why'd you film it in the first place? And if you're a fan, why would you call me dumb? You know, people think just because I have Asperger's that I'm some useless retard who can't tie his shoes.
Well, Dingy trying to mix it, but yeah, okay, well, it's all good. Splash that in there.
It is what it is, man. I'm used to the critique and the stereotypes.
Josh also cooked the bacon for way too long, and it made the house really smoky. It was so bad that we had to keep switching off of cameras to go in the other room and cough. The sheer amount of Cajun seasoning that Josh used also made my nose run like really bad.
I'm not trying to force anything. I'm just doing my thing. Like, people gotta read too much into it and throw labels. It's so stupid. This whole low-cal bullshit. But it is what it is. I appreciate the exposure nonetheless. As you can see in this video, I dusted off my damn TV stand.